Welcome back. This is Chili Davis back to another video. I'd like to welcome back all my subscribers and all my new viewers. This is a channel where I talk about my stocks and also talk about crypto. If you're new, please click the subscribe button and click the notification bell to get my frequent updates. Well, it was a tough day in the stock market on Friday. We had the Trump tariffs and the rare earths mineral fight start with China. Stocks took a tumble, such as Tesla was down 6.3%, SoFi was down 6.9%, Advanced Micro Devices was down 7.6%, SoundHound shares were down 5.5%, and Nvidia shares were down 4.87%. Again, there was rare earth minerals discussion and tariffs mentioned by Trump on Friday. So stocks took a dive on that news. Now let's take a look at rare earths stock. Okay, U.S. rare earths minerals stock was up as much as 16% over the last week. On Friday, in particular, it was up as much as 4.96%. Again, rare earths, something that the USA has gotten most of its special minerals and metals from China, hit a new record high on the China rare earths restrictions. Basically, U.S. has decided in the Trump administration to do sourcing inside of the United States. Also, another company that Trump is talking about U.S. is going after is MP. Okay, MP Materials stock is up as much as 8.37% on Friday. And again, for the month, it is up 18%. And as I shared before on this channel, it's up 183% over the last month. Also, on Friday, while many stocks were crashing, APLD surged. So let's take a look at APLD. Okay, APLD or Applied Digital Corporation surged over 16% after a fantastic earnings call. Okay, it says Roth raises price target on Applied Digital to a $43 per share amid AI campus expansion. So we know Applied Digital just had the earnings call on Thursday. The fiscal 2026 results came out great. And again, Applied Digital working closely with CoreWeave, right? So for the week, it traded around $28 per share, but as after Thursday, it spiked up over 33% to $37, okay? And then it came back down to about $33. But Applied Digital shares spiked as the announcement of expansion of digital data center campuses driving the AI adoption. Okay, so the data infrastructure, data AI infrastructure, Applied Digital will be participating in it. There's several other data center ventures such as Align Digital. So let's take a look. Align Digital is backed by, I think, BlackRock. Okay, as I mentioned, there are other data center build out possible partners. BlackRock nears $40 billion data center deal and a bet on AI. Okay, so you've got other participants such as BlackRock participating with other investments with a company called Align Data Centers. Okay, so again, there are competitors of Applied Digital. In this case, it's called Align Data Centers, targeting the AI adoption. Align Data Centers targeting a major beneficiary of AI spending in one of the year's biggest deals of people of familiarity with it matter. Aligned, which is backed by Mark Quarry, could be valued at about a $40 billion in a transaction deal, one person mentioned. Okay. So a deal could be announced in days, and this was on October 3rd. Okay. So there are other data center plays out there, but Applied Digital is the current public stock that is biggest. All right. There is also a couple other data centers, Equinix and others. But again, Applied Digital shares surging a little over 15% on Friday. And then for the week, Applied Digital was up over 15%. And again, I'm up a little bit over 40% in my position with Applied Digital. And now we'll go over to my portfolio. Okay, as mentioned, Applied Digital Corporation was the hottest stock on Friday, was up as much as 11.54%, and close second place was Oklo. Oklo shares were up as much as 7.59%, and BJ Wholesale Club Holdings was up as much as 1.68%. But those were the rare hot stocks on Friday after Trump's announcement of tariffs. Um, we shall bounce back from this. This was a 3% drop on the NASDAQ. And then, so if you look at the tech stocks such as Tesla and the like, they were down significantly, 6.3%. As mentioned earlier, SoFi is down as much as 6.9. Palantir Technologies down much as 5.565. Okay. But again, a nice haircut. Again, we do have earnings call this week. So, the earnings will report for JP Morgan, Bank of America, and a lot of the major banks will be report earnings. So, again, the market taking a cut as Trump mentions tariffs. And now we'll go to the news. Okay, here's the headline. Stock futures rebound on Friday. Rout after Trump says China situation will all be fine. Okay, so the hike from China tariffs, Trump says will be fine. Okay, so stocks futures rebound after Friday's rout, as you saw Tesla, SoFi, SoundHound, all the AI companies all went down as Trump added a 100% tariff on China exports in critical on software. All right. So that was the market sell off on Friday. Again, Monday or tomorrow, we should see if the market will rebound. But, there was some pain as seen. Okay. But as I mentioned, earnings call is coming up. Trump greets Israeli hostages in person after Hamas releases them from the Gaza Strip. Okay, so this is good news. The conflict between the Palestinians and Israelis have been resolved, and there is a ceasefire in place, and the hostages since October 7th have been released. All right, so that's the news there. And let's see the portfolio. All right, so this week we got coming October 14th. We have BlackRock. BlackRock will report on October 14th. So that'll be this Tuesday. Also, we have Citibank will report on October 14th this week as well. Okay, so we got banks. We also have Goldman Sachs. Okay, so this will kick off earnings call this week. The major banks, Bank of America, Citibank, JP Morgan, etc. And then the following week, we've got stocks like Tesla reporting earnings. Again, remember, before earnings, there's always a quiet period. So it's usually about a week. So in this case, we've got the 22nd, which would be next Tuesday. This Tuesday, again, will be BlackRock, Bank of America, Citi, and JP Morgan will all report this week. Now, next week, we'll have Tesla and also we'll have Netflix. Okay, so basically, you have the banks report the big revenues from the banks, and then we'll have the likes of Tesla, technology, Netflix, Google, all those that are like. Okay, so we have big week in stocks. We have Tesla, we have BlackRock, we have JP Morgan, uh, we have Goldman Sachs, and we have Citibank. Okay, so those are what we look to find out if the quarter was good, whether the previous quarter for the last 3 months were good in terms of revenue and earnings per share, and also what the forecast will be. Okay, so that was the update for me. Again, on Friday, the top stock was APLD. APLD shares were up as much as 22% at the peak. Okay, they were up as much as 32%, and then they cooled off to about 22%. So again, I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, and I hope to see you on the next video.